question 14, we're asked to partition segment QS so that QR to QS has a ratio of 2 to 3. Now, we've also done this before on a number line, okay? And what we did, if you remember, is that we added the sum of the ratio to tell me exactly how many units or how many congruent units I was going to break each segment into. So when we're on the coordinate plane, again, we're going to do the same thing, but of course I have to do it twice because I have a length along the y-axis and a length along the x-axis. Now, along the x-axis, I go from -6 to +5. So that is 11 units. And along the y-axis, I go from -2 to +6. So that is 8 units. Okay. So now what we do is we take the total length of each segment and we divide it by the ratio, because I know I have to separate or create 5 congruent pieces with a length of 11, and by doing the division I find out how many units each congruent piece will make up. So 11 divided by 5 is 2.2. So along the x-axis, I'm going to create 5 congruent pieces that are 2.2 units in length. And then along the y-axis, I'm going to do 8 divided by 5, which is 1.6. So again, 5 congruent pieces along the y-axis that are each 1.6 units in length. Okay, so that's how many units each congruent piece is going to be. Now, if you notice, from Q to R, I need, well, QS is going to be broken up so it's two segments to 3 segments. But from point Q, we know from Q to R, I need, so Q to R and R to S is 2 to 3. So we're going to just focus on, we know there just needs to be 2 pieces from point Q to point R. So along the x-axis, we know each piece has to be 2.2. So 2.2 and 2.2 actually gives me 4.4. So I need 2 units. So 2.2 plus 2.2 so along the x-axis, point R is actually 4.4 units from Q, because I needed 2, because again, it's all based on this ratio of 2 units each. And because we're dealing with decimals, the easiest thing to do is point Q is at -6, -2. So I'm going to add 4.4 to -6, and I'm going to get -2.4. And this is why I do not do mental math, because when I check the calculator, I do not get negative 2.4. What I actually get is negative 1.6. And you'll notice I could technically stop right there because there's only one value that has a negative 1.6 is for x, and that is b. But let me show you how our y coordinate would be 1.2. So again, along the y-axis, I needed, again, 5 segments at 1.6 each, but I need it broken into 2 pieces from point Q. So my y value at Q is at negative 2. So 1.6 plus 1.6, 12, carry the 1, is actually 3.2. So I'm going to do negative, so I'm going to add 3.2 to negative 2. So plus 3.2. And thankfully, negative 2 plus 3 is a positive 1, and then 0.2 just comes along for the ride. For more detailed instructions on partitioning line segments based on ratios, check out our separate video for that one.